Namaste and welcome. Today we are going to be entering into the first of the 4-week session with yoga with weights. And I thought it was appropriate to talk about the new guidelines that just came out from 2021. We haven't had any guidelines since 2010. So the main difference is that I want you to remember is it used to say 10 minutes of minimum aerobic activity. Now we're finding that it doesn't really matter how little or how much activity you have. They're saying now in the new guidelines, the most amount of movement you can do in a day, not sustained, but just throughout the day to move. And the second one is that they thought that you had to elevate your pulse to get into what's called high intensity training for much longer. They thought it had to be like 10 seconds. Now they're finding if you just walk up a flight of stairs, it just blasts your system and it produces healthful benefits. So that's the main two things. I'm going to be sending you in the newsletter about the exercise guidelines and the changes from a friend of mine who does a blog. And also I'm going to make some comments along the way in next week's newsletter. So what do we have today? Let's look. We have a mat this way and maybe a towel this way or two mats. We have a chair on either end because today we also found out that one of the statements that they made in the new guidelines is anyone over the age of 65 has to do more balancing, has to do more strength training, because the fact that your ankles have to be strong so you don't fall over. It's the one reason why people go to the hospital the most in an emergency is because they fall. So we're going to strengthen the ankles, and we also are going to be using the weights. So beautiful way to strengthen yourself and an interesting way to work with our posture. So we have the two chairs there to help us with our postures. We always have a block and a strap if we go into that. Today, I'm going to be using a 3-pound weight, which is my light weight. This is my light. I usually use a 3 and a 5 or a 3 and a 7. And today, this is what I use for light. Now, some of you will have a 1 pound. And some of us will even go and get a can. I have garbanzo beans because, as you know, garbanzo beans is really good for your protein health. So you should be eating garbanzo beans a lot if you can. I have 2 cans of garbanzo beans, and these are going to be my half-pound weight. So you don't have to have weights. Hopefully you'll just get something that adds some more weight to the working muscles to make you stronger. So let's come down onto the floor, and we are going to start today with what's called an Ujjayi breath. Once again, I thought appropriate to start with an Ujjayi breath because Ujjayi breath is the breath of strength. So I would like you to find a posture that works for you. You can be here or here. You could put a block underneath your leg if it feels better, or here, wherever it is to have comfortable seated position. I'd like you to start to close your eyes and hold on to your knees to pull your hips forward. And Ujjayi breath, we have many different types of breath, but the Ujjayi breath is called the tone and tighten breath. And because of the guidelines, we must tone and tighten ourselves. This is tone and tightening for the core. It's called the victorious breath, the breath of stability. We use this breath when we're in standing poses a lot, or we use this breath when we're on our backs doing core activities, which we'll do today with the weights. So I'd like you to pull your Mula Bandha, your anus and genitals, up to 2 out of 10. These are your deepest core muscles. And then your Uddiyana Bandha, which is your second lock, I'd like you to lift it to 2 out of 10. Just a slight awareness of the activation of those muscles. And then I'd like you to think about your ribs kind of closing. So you've got the intercostal muscles between the ribs functioning really well. And then I'd like you to imagine 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out, even breaths, no holds in the Ujjayi breath. And I'd like you to imagine the belly and the core front staying quiet. And what activates the breath is at the back of the ribs. You can feel them move. Also, in the out breath, we want to constrict our throat so it sounds like the sound of a wave. This actually gives you good attention to your breath. It helps the vagus nerve to take away anxiety, and it stimulates the lungs, of course, which we want to do always. So close your eyes. Pull your Mula Bandha to 2 out of 10 and your Uddiyana Bandha, abs under ribs, 2 out of 10. And then softly pull your ribs together. Keeping your mouth closed for 5 breaths in, and on the 5 breaths out, constrict your throat and see if you can hear like the sound of a wave. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold the belly tight. Exhale, 2, 3. See if you can hold that tight. Inhale. It's stabilizing when you're doing certain poses. 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Can you constrict your throat a bit more and make it like exhale, like you're hearing the conch when you bring it up to your ear or the sound of the waves. Continue your 5 in, 5 out breath, staying very quiet in the core. Last one. Breathe normally. Open up your eyes. Take your block away if you have a block and shake out your legs. Open your mouth with a take your feet wide and rock your knees side to side. So I had a request from emails. I love getting emails from all of you asking for things, either my notes or a question. Please do barbara.crockett@gmail.com. I'm glad to hear your voice through email anytime. They asked if I would go over the 3-part meditation that I do every morning. So once again, come back to your position, maybe feeling a little bit more upright, holding onto your knees and closing your eyes, or you might be sitting on your chair now. I do this meditation in the shower because I find that in the shower, I'm there and it triggers me. It's a trigger to remind me that I want to set the tone for the day. So the first question, it takes 3 minutes. I ask myself, what am I grateful for? And first, often it's, this clean water that I can shower with all the time. But whatever pops into your head, what you're grateful for right now. Research shows that having gratefulness in your life sets a tone of delight and joy. It makes you happier and more content. The second of the 3-point meditation, close your eyes. As we get up in the morning, we have what we call a mad, sad, glad, or happy personality, meaning that as humans, we have a myriad of emotions. I check into, am I sad today? Am I happy today? Am I glad today? And then from that particular set of circumstances of my humanity, I step my best self forward with those emotions. How could I be my best self today? What would my self look like in my thoughts and behaviors? And I picture myself at my best. And the third of the 3-point meditation is random acts of kindness. I have found this has helped me so much. First, I started to 1 random act of kindness a day for people or things or situations that I wouldn't do. For me now, the random act of kindness just pops into my head, tons of them in a day. Like this morning, I took soup to a little lady in a wheelchair when I went walking, because I know that she smiles and says, "Buenos dias" every day. The gentleman downstairs who lives alone, I cook him meals every night. What's a third person in the meal? I had a call from a friend who was in very bad distress because of her back, and I sent some healing ideas for helping her back. What today could you do of a random act of kindness today? Be aware of random acts, because once you do them once, it's amazing how they just start to float as naturality in your being and your body. 3 minutes worth. What am I grateful for? Knowing my emotional personality in the morning, how can I step forward with my best self, and what would it look like? Who would I be with? How would I react differently than I might yesterday? And thirdly, what's one random act of kindness that I could have within my life each day? We'll do this meditation more often now because I think people really like this setting the day of intentions. Let's shake out our legs. Ujjayi breath, that stabilizing breath. Yoga with weights. Our 3-point meditation. What a blockbuster of a class. Let's begin with stretching the right leg out in front. Let's just warm up and bring the left heel in. So if you're on your chair, you could be sitting, extending your leg and putting it up on the chair, or you can come to the floor. Take a deep inhale from the Kundalini series, Movement Yoga. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, close your eyes and feel your glide. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, Ujjayi breath. Exhale, can you hold the belly tight? Inhale, smoothly flow through your back muscles. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift your heart to sky. 3 more times, let your mouth be loose. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, open up those shoulders where we're going to use the weights with. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, drop your nose towards your knee, let your shoulders sag, and open up your mouth with a ha. Move your jaw around. Pretend your eyeballs are on little strings and they're dancing in front of your face. Allow your shoulders to steep down and your hips and back to open. 3 white healing lights of what's called Dirga breath now. Fill up the belly, expand it as much as you can. And as you exhale, feel the white healing light going to any joint or muscle you need. Inhale, full belly breath, expand. Exhale. One last breath. Inhale, full belly breath. Exhale. Pull your belly in and slowly lift back up. Righting the spine, top of head to spine. Bring your hands behind your head and do what we call a reset. Just taking those back muscles and that spine into erect position. Let's do a lateral movement now. Bring your arms out to side. Take that elbow on the right, inside the knee. On the in-breath, softly pull your fingers to your toe. And on the out-breath, bring your palm behind you and look up to sky. Inhale, close your eyes for your cadence. Exhale. Can you feel your breath floating through your body? Exhale, so important to stretch those muscles of the laterals. Inhale and exhale. Draw your rainbow of life, that smooth calmness you're feeling in your body. We can't be busy all the time. We must take time to release tension out of our bodies. Last one. Here we go. Hold the elbow down. Flex your heel on the right. Pull your armpit back on the left. Peek underneath that left armpit. Push your hip down and back into the floor on the left. Pull your belly around on the left. Keep rotating and have 3 white healing lights of breath. Big Dirga breaths, full breaths. Continue on. Delightful full breaths now. And then slowly let your elbows come between your knees. And once again, release by opening up your mouth with a ha. Roll slowly up. This time, bring your hands behind your head and just bend side to side to reset. That's lateral flexion, side to side, resetting the spine and the back muscles. And then arms come down. Bring your palm behind you on the left. On the in-breath, we're going to look up and we're going to use our belly to lift us up and reach over top of your head. And on the exhale, you're going to come down and look to your right. Inhale, up. Big breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. On this last one, inhale, we're gonna hold it up. We're gonna squeeze the butt, reach those arms way far to the left, that right arm, and feel side body stretch. If the body feels okay, rotate the heart to the sky and look underneath that right armpit. Feel the strength in your shoulders. Beautiful, everyone. Then slowly look down at the ground and come all the way back with your arm. Open up your mouth with a let your spine just release. Open up your eyes and take your leg now out to the right side, as far out to the right as it will go. Hold the pose there. Lift the arms up to sky, and we're going to draw a figure 8, the infinity sign. I'd like you to keep your belly as strong as it can, facing front. I'd like you to lift up your Mula Bandha 2 out of 10, your Uddiyana Bandha, abs under ribs, and start working the shoulders, but keeping the core very still. Keeping the top of the head lifted to sky. Keep going, keep going. Give me 10 more. We got to really warm up those shoulders before we add the weights to it. Keep that core, don't let the hips wiggle. Yes, you got it. Last 4, you got it. 3, big figure 8, 2, and crisscross your arms and let your whole body fall forward. Open your mouth with a In this position, all I'd like you to do is pull your pubic bone to the left side of your mat and roll your hip forward and then release. Again, pubic bone to left side of your mat, roll your hip forward, release. This opens up what's called our pectineus muscle. Once again, pubic bone to left side, roll your hip forward. This also opens up the inner thigh adductor and hamstring muscles and roll back. Again, pull pubic bone, roll forward. Release. These muscles get super tight. Again, pull pubic bone to left, roll forward. Release. One last time, pull pubic bone to left, roll forward, and then release. Lift the body up and bring your elbows. Hold the body there and rock way over to your right, keeping the shoulders square. Try not to rotate that left shoulder. And then pull that shoulder back on the left. See if you can come a little bit further and push that left hip into ground. Push, push, push. Keep going, keep going. Stretching that muscle on side body that gets so tight. QL muscle, it's called. Then take your arms and look to your right. Reach your arms as far as you can out to the right. Pull your belly button back. We're getting again into what's called your QL muscle, quadratus lumborum. A lot of problems on your back. Last breath. And then slowly roll up with strength. Bring your hands down by your side. Wait a minute. Open your mouth with a Bring both feet underneath the knees. Coming up to release, you can come up into what's called hammock, which is right here. You can come up into table, which is right here, or you can come into pike, which is right here. You choose. We're going to do 10 up and down just to release the joints of the hip. Here we go. Choose your position. Keep going. Keep the shoulder blades tight. Keep going. Point your toes if you're in pike. Lift those hips if you're in table. If you're in hammock, make sure the shoulder blades stay together. You got it. You're halfway there. Squeeze your inner thigh. Use your back muscles. Beautiful. 3 more times. You got it. 3. Shoulders back. 2. Use the upper back. 1. Widen your legs. Crisscross your arms. Hold on to the knees and come all the way back. Open your mouth with a Feel the heart rate coming down after what we call the HIT principle. Remember, it can be as little as 4 seconds where we elevate the pulse quickly and bring it back down. Keep breathing and watching. Couple more breaths here. We're going to be entering now into what's called a Tibetan sun salutation. A Tibetan sun salutation. Come all the way up onto your knees. Halfway down your mat. Curl your toes under. Remember these 3 words: puppy, cat, and dog. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Puppy. Arms stretched out. Hold. Inhale. Tail to sky. Exhale. Walk hands back. Cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Dog. Curl your toes under. Inhale. Exhale. You can be in child's pose if you choose. Inhale. Exhale. Dog to cat. Knees come down. Inhale. Exhale. Puppy dog. Tail to sky. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows down. Pull your belly in. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale back to the heart. Tibetan sun salutation. Remember the 3: puppy dog, cat, and dog. Inhale up. Exhale, puppy. Tail up, elbows down. Inhale here. Exhale here. Cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to dog or child's. Inhale. Exhale. Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Keep your belly tight. Exhale through the throat. Cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, puppy dog. Inhale, tail to sky, elbows down. Exhale. Pull belly in, inhale, lift all the way up. Complete the pose, hands down. Tibetan sun salutation. Puppy, cat, dog. Inhale up. Exhale, puppy. Another one here. Inhale. Exhale. To cat. Exhale. Inhale. Another one. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. To dog. Hold dog or child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. We've got 2 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Look up to cat. Cat. Exhale. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Puppy. Elbows down. Inhale, tail to sky. Exhale, shoulder warm up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Pull belly in, all the way up. Tibetan sun salutation. Exhale. Last round. Inhale, look up, arch slightly. Exhale to puppy. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Cat. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, cat. Exhale. One last one. Inhale. This time, exhale to dog. Start to walk your dog, one heel in the other. Pull your Ujjayi breath into your pose. Keep walking and rotating the hips.
Let the nose bring to the chest. You can come down to your elbows if it's too much for your wrists. Lift up on the toes as high as you can. Pull your tail under, and on the exhale, nose to chest, forehead to navel. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Walk feet to hands and hands to feet, and look up at me and bring your arms up into Utkatasana. Bring your weight to the back of your heels and lift your toes. Bring your arms behind you. Reach the arms up as high as you can. Breathe and hold in the pose. Look forward with your eyes. Lift the arms up and down. Taking those wrists in the other direction, those arms and shoulders. And then arms up and straighten legs. Bring the arms towards the head and open your mouth with a shake your head. Let your lips hang loose. Let your jaw be loose. Let everything go. Sway side to side, stretching all 3 of the hamstring muscles. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then bend the knees, roll all the way up, and look up to sky and squeeze your shoulder blades and have 3 puffs. Then find your mountain. Shoulders back and down, thumbs out, head back, top of crown to head. Feel the reverberation of your Tibetan sun salutations. And if this is your favorite class, remember it's called Yoga with Weights, New Exercise Guidelines. Put it in your favorites and do it on Sundays. Open up your eyes and pick up your weights. So you either have 1 can, or I'm going to add more weight, putting this into my right hand. I have maximum load that I'm going to give in what's called a short lever principle. I'm going to be working the bicep, which is the front of the arm, the shoulder, and the back of the arm, which is the tricep. If the lever's long, it's way more weight to your neck, so please keep your chin back. If we break the lever, you can feel it now. It's not so much work. So try it again. Now you might choose just to use 1 weight or both weights. Bring the hand down. I'd like you to stay in the pose. It's really important. Remember, for the new guidelines of how we need to strengthen our ankles more and our hips. So I want to work this stabilizing leg. So I want you to balance, but I want you to stay with the poses of the arms and stay in the pose rather than falling out. So let's take your whatever you have for your weight over towards the left hand. And I'm going to come into my expression of tree. So your expression might be here, here, or here. I'm then going to change hands, and I'm going to take whatever I choose to put in my hands into my right hand. Working what's called the bicep muscle, the front of the arm, which is a lifting muscle. We're going to straighten it, and then we're going to bring it right up to the shoulder, really quiet. The elbow does not move away from the rib cage. I might choose to stay here and squeeze this butt, or I might start my 10 repetitions with my arm in the air and my drishti down to focus. If I find I'm going to fall out of my pose, I hold on to my chair. Please stay in your pose. Be as strong as you can through the left leg. Halfway there, we want to overload so that when we're picking up things, once again, we use our extremities, not our back and our belly. We're focusing on this motion here. 2 more times, you're doing beautifully. Last one. Nice. Bring the arm back down. Bring your hand to your chair and slide the heel on top. Come into what we call eagle squat. We're working now not only the bicep, the shoulder. We squat, we choose to hold on so we don't come out. We drop our hips down. We come up to the shoulder. We turn the weight inward and we lift. We come all the way down, then we turn the weight, elbow tight. So I might choose to lift my other arm up, but if I'm going to fall out, I for sure put my hand on the chair. I have my drishti down, my focus and concentration down. I'm trying to get a bit lower in my pose. And I'm adding the weight to make my shoulders and my arms stronger. I'm adding the squat to make my ankles and the muscles that surround my ankles to stretch. 2 more times. Here we go. You might wobble when you're getting tired. Nice. Last one, focus. Hand on chair. Straighten leg. Bring arm down by your side. We're now going to take the leg and bring it behind you. I'd like you to bring it behind you, but lift your chest. We're going to do a half lever once again, where we bring the elbow up as high as we can, and we bring the foot hard as up, and I'm going to extend. I might bring the arm off the chair, or I might leave it on the chair. Keep your chest up. Feel the arch in your spine for back strength. Keep going. You could take away the weight or add a heavier weight if you don't overload in this practice. Feel the strength in that leg you're standing on the left. Keep going. Squeeze your shoulder blade together and give me 4 more. Nice. 3. Now it's time for a stretch. So I'm going to crisscross that leg on the right across the left. I want to stretch this muscle on the left. So I just turn away from it to the right. And I want to release the shoulder on the right. So I just circle. Nice. Very nice. Bend the knees, roll all the way up. Wiggle the toes. Take this arm up to sky. Bring your elbow onto your chair and really bend into the chair. Lift your body up, stay square to me so we stretch those stabilizing muscles in the back. Couple more breaths here. Very nice. Beautiful. And come back up. We're going to be changing the lever now to long lever. So some of you might be better if you find that it's too much weight to lift. Okay, let's give it a try. If you find that your head is in here, that means you're using your neck muscles. If you have neck problems, you've got to use your shoulder blade. So pull it back, bring your head back. You're using all of the arm into what's called your deltoid muscle. Hold the pose. Don't let your hips sag. Pull your belly in and bring it down. So through that repetition and hold, did it feel like too much? If it did, take one weight away. Bring your hands to the chair to stabilize you. And this left leg now, through the balance, is going to work. We're going to take the arm up. We're going to bring the leg up. Hold. And we're going to bring the arm behind. So this is the deltoid, the shoulder cap, in the front as we come forward, and in the back as we come back. Now, once again, we don't want to fall out of our pose. So come forward and back using slow motion and belly strong. Some of us will take our hands off the chair. Others of us will leave our hands on the chair. This is all around the shoulder. 4 more times. Here we go. Drishti down. Focus. Concentrate. It will help you do things in life much easier. Try not to use velocity or momentum. Use the working muscle. Last one. And down. Open your mouth with a, bring your hand to the chair. Now we want to work the shoulder cap on the outside. So we're going to bring it across our body, keeping our hips square. Don't rotate your body. And then we're going to bring it out to the side. So let's check. Is your chin jutting out, or can you hold your head back, pull your belly in? Let's add the leg. Bring the leg across and bring the leg out. Across, slowly, not fast. And you might take your hand off your chair. You decide. This is called star in yoga. I'm like a star. We do 4 more. Nice. We're just about there. 3. Beautiful. 2. And 1. Crisscross the legs. Wiggle the back toe, the straight leg. Work away from the back toe to the right side. And allow that arm just to circle to release it. Open your mouth with a beautiful practice, everybody. Come all the way up. Once again, bring your elbow. Bring your hand over top of your head. Push your hip to the right as your arms come to the left. Really sink into your chair to stretch those stabilizing muscles that we just worked. Come all the way back up to center and all the way down. Bring your legs wide. Open your mouth with a Now we're going to use in one hand, each hand, we're going to use for the abdominal core. If this gets too much for your neck, make sure you're not using your neck. Make sure your head is pulled back. Turn your toes in and flare your heels. Come all the way up to your shoulders and hold. Pull your belly button back and tailbone back and reach out to the side. Palms are towards me. This is for what's called your bicep brachia, the muscle that's right at your elbow on the front side. Come back again towards me. Pull. Pull your belly super tight and back again. Continue on. Forward. Top of head is to me. Don't look up. And back. Bend your knees if it's too much in your core. 2 more. All the way. Hold. Back. We're strong. Last one. And drop the weights to the floor and lift your hips side to side. You can always take the weights away. Make a sound. Bend your knees, drop your tail down, and then straighten your legs. Pull your tail to sky. Drop your hip down, pull down through the hip, hold, and straighten. 2 more times, all the way down, and lift. Now, if you're holding on to weights, you'll be able to do this. If you're not, you can take your weights away. Let's walk our fists forward with the weights and walk our feet in and hold your pose. Holding onto your weights, working your wrists. We're working the wrists in opposite ways. You can drop your knees to ground, pull the tailbone backwards, breathe and hold. Hold the strength, and then bring your knees to ground. And wide legs, flatten your palms on the ground. Let your elbows drop to floor. Come back into your expression of child's pose. Open your mouth with a Come all the way up. Bring your weights over to the left side. And once again, if you need your block for sitting, we just have to release the shoulders before we do the other side. Take your arms and swing them out front. Take your arms and swing them side. Front. Just we were releasing the muscles around the joint and taking the joint through ranges of motion to bring heat to it for safety. Bring your hands to your shoulders and pull back for 2. Come forward for 2. Look at me, eyes look up, chin juts forward, heart juts forward. 4 more times. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Bring both arms out in front of you. Crisscross the left over the right, and bring it in and out, and in and out, and in. This is for the wrists. After all the holding on of the weight. 2 more. You might just go not as far as myself, depending on your joints. Please be, and then shake. Make a sound. Let's try the other side. Here we go. In. Each side will be different. Work through your wrists and your elbows. 2 more. Looking good. And are we ready? Let's try our Tibetan one again. Come up on your toes. Remember, dog, puppy dog, cat, cow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to cat. Exhale to dog. Inhale to cat. Exhale to puppy dog. Inhale up. Exhale to the heart. Single breath. Inhale. Puppy. Exhale. Cat. Inhale. Dog. Exhale. Cat. Inhale. Puppy. Inhale up. Very nice, everyone. Make your way into downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Come to child's pose if the body's beckoning. And then walk feet to hands and hands to feet. Start to bend the knees, look up at me, and come into Utkatasana. My tail is back, my chest is up. My shoulders are pulling down and my fingers are reaching forward. Hold. Then slowly make your way up and open your mouth with a. Pick up your weights. Once again, we're working now the other side. We're going to do short lever first for this muscle and this muscle and this muscle on the front. We're going to work our balance, taking the weights into your right hand. I'm going to find my expression of tree. I roll my hips forward and pull that kneecap out. And then I change it now to the left hand. I pull my elbow in and I start moving my arm down and up. My elbow does not leave my rib cage. My eyes come down. I want to stay in the pose. Squeeze that butt on the right. I'm seeing some of you here. I want you to lift. Some of us might even be up here in our expression of tree. You choose. Keep going. Overload that muscle. You might need some more weight, so get to know, because we'll be doing this again in each week for the next 3 weeks. Keep going. Know your weight for overload. We've got 2 more. Beautiful. If your hand is up, put your hand down. Come down onto your heel, onto the knee, and then try to drop your hips back and lift your heart. Really drop into that back heel to stretch what's called your soleus. It's a muscle underneath the calf muscle called gastroc. It only stretches when we bend the ankle. So lift up to here, turn, and above your head. Come to here, elbow to waist, and down. You might even choose to lift up with your arm. You choose. Squat, heart up. Feel the strong ankles. You're doing great. Focus and concentrate. 4 more times. Here we go. Drop down a bit more if you can. Keep going. You're doing great. 3, 2. Take a break anytime. Last one. Here we go. Up and down. Take that leg behind you. Take the arm behind you. Make sure that your chest is up. You're not bending forward. Hold. Bring the elbow up as high as you can behind you and just extend. Some of you might lift the heart and raise the arm, looking way forward as the heart lifts to sky. Others of us will hold on to the chair. Straighten that leg on the right. Really focus. Feel your strong extremities, arms and legs. Feel your balance. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Crisscross. You're going to drop away from that right leg to the left. You're going to let your arms hang and just circle that left arm around. Nice. And then bend both knees and roll all the way up. Bring your weight to your shoulder. Bring your elbow to your chair. Push your hip way over to the left as your arms come over to the right. Pull the wing of the shoulder on the left way back. Stabilization of body. And then slowly come back up. Bring your weight to your shoulder. Now we're going to full lever, long lever. So the weight is like way more. It's about 3 times more than when your elbow's bent. So you might choose just to use one weight. You choose. Very nice. We're going to bring all our weight once again. One weight or no weights. Hold on to the chair. And we're going to come forward really slowly. This leg is straight, and we're going to come back. I might follow my arm with both arms, holding my belly super tight. Keep going. Keep going. Focus is down. Beautiful, everyone. 2 more. Very nice. Last one. And down. Bring the arm across and bring it up. Bring it across and bring it up. Let's take the leg. Bring it across, and bring it up. Some of you might go into star, full star, as we call in yoga. Try not to swing it. Try to use your muscular structure. Very nice. Strong legs, strong belly. Whole body strengthening here. Yoga with weights. Week 1. 2 more. Last one. Crisscross. Drop towards your left side. Both arms hang. Circle that left arm. Beautiful, everyone. And then bend the knees. Slowly roll up. Bring your weights to your shoulder or your hand to your shoulder. Come up to the sky. Come all the way across. Very nice, everyone. We're going to be doing some stabilization of the shoulder girdle. The shoulder girdle, come all the way up, needs to be able to do this so that we can walk along the street. So let's come to the floor any way that you want. And make sure you have enough range of motion not to touch your chair. So we're going to isolate the girdle. Bend your knees and bring your arms up to sky. So your eyes are looking at your weights up at sky. Lift your head up and tuck your chin. As I lift my hips, I pull my wings into floor and I bring my arms with my weights or without your weights out wide. Do not lose your shoulder joints. They stay tight to the floor. And then as I slowly bring my arms up to sky, I let my hands come together and my back to floor. Here we go again. Roll up, tuck chin, squeeze shoulders down and in. Take those long arms with weights or without weights and turn in the position like you're opening up a sticky doorknob. Keep the ribs up, but the shoulder blades are isolating into core stabilization of upper back. And then roll all the way down, bringing the weights up to sky and your body down. Here we go, all the way up again. This time, hold your weights in your palms just off the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades down, lift your hips, and just tiny little pulses, up, up. That's that muscle again, the bicep brachia. This is good for people on the computer. It's good, strong work of the muscles in the other direction. 2 more. And then slowly roll down and bring your weights up. And bring the weights down by your side and open up your mouth with a tuck your chin, just relax and feel the energy. We're also going to now do a core stabilization for the back. So I'd like you to roll the back into the floor, pull the belly button into the floor, tuck your chin and pull your shoulder blades down. Now, can you keep the wings of the back down and the belly down? Bring both weights to sky or no weights. Stretch both legs along the floor, holding that posture. Here we go. One leg comes up, one arm comes up, the other arm comes over top of head, and we hold. We lift the other leg off the floor if our back can stay there. And then we lift both legs up to sky, both arms. We pull the shoulder blades down, pull your belly into floor, and lift the opposite arm above your head towards the floor, but don't let it come on the floor. Pull that hip away from you. Bring that long leg, the back side down, opposite leg, and then slowly come back to center. One more on each side, pull belly into floor. So we've got one opposite arm reaching above the head. The other arm reaches towards the floor. We pull the blades down, core stabilization, and come back up. We've got one more side. Try the other side. See how it feels. Pull, 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 and all the way back up. Bend the knees, bring the weights down, rest for a moment, open up your mouth with a Take your weights over to the side. Take your legs really wide and rock the knees side to side, allowing the back to release. As big a rock as you can make it. Really exaggerate the twisting of the spine. Nice, everyone. Then let the knees fall to the right side. Take both arms up in Y shape, palms facing in. Take the right heel on top of the left kneecap. Right heel on top of left kneecap. See if you can push down with the right heel and let the left leg go. Take your eyes now to the left side and pull your right shoulder down. Hold the pose and breathe. Relax your belly to allow the pull to happen more after all that beautiful balance and stabilization. Then look back to center with your eyes, keeping the right heel on top. Come back to center and walk the foot on the left into the center of your mat. Bring your arms down by your side and tuck your chin. Open up your mouth with a ha. Keeping the right heel on top, lift the left leg off the floor into the chest. Take the left hand to the right foot and pull it down into the groin. Take the right hand to the knee and just start to rock either in a circle or side to side. You might even stay to the left for a moment to pull on that buttocks. Or you might keep moving, whatever feels good for you. Whatever feels good for you. Nice, everybody. Beautiful stretch of that back stabilizer. Last one. Bring the feet as wide as your mat again. Start rocking side to side, toes turning outward. Close your eyes and feel how much you can move through the back of the hips. Beautiful. Drop your knees to the left. Bring the arms in Y shape above your head. Turn your palms in. And if you choose, take the left heel on top of the right kneecap. Allow your rib cage to fan. So we learned today about the guidelines. Move more. Walk up hills. Walk upstairs. Walk to the store. Take a swim, even if it's a short time. Stand more when you're doing some work. How many steps a day? 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day. A total of 40 to 60 a week with one rest day. How much strength? How much balance? Show up 2 times at least in class. And maybe add a cross-training class that is in our library once a week. And come maybe to functional restorative to release everything out of your body. Come back up to center, keeping the heel on top. Bring your foot on the right to the center of your mat. Bring your hands down by your side and open your mouth with a ha. Nice. Take that right foot and pull it into the chest, keeping the heel on top on the left. Take your right hand to left foot and pull it down into the groin. And start moving around, possibly in a circle or an arch. You find out where you want to go. Or maybe pull to the right and hold it to the right. What does that buttocks want you to do today? Keep moving. Keep going. Keep feeling it. Move 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Come to yoga. I am committed. I will not rot. I will not rot inside. I will thrive exercising at least 2 to 3 times a week in strength and balance. Straighten your legs along the floor. Roll over onto your stomach and let's have a sustained arch for our last pose before shavasana. Turn your toes in and let your heels drop out to relax the buttocks. Some of you might even want a bigger arch. Make sure that your shoulders are sliding down your back. Some of us might want to let the head hang and nod the head. Let your lips hang open. Let your jaw be loose. Make a sound. Shake your head. And then lift your head over top of the right shoulder. Lift your heart a bit higher, as high as you can. And then drop and nod. Working with extension of the spine. Did a lot of flexion today. Lift all the way up over the other shoulder. Hold the pose. Squeeze our shoulder blades down our back. And then come slowly down. Pause for a moment. Open up your mouth with a Let's come back into child's pose. Widen your knees as wide as you can. Walk both arms forward, straight in front of your head. Bring your head to your block or the floor. And walk the hands to the right side of your mat. A last back release for the QL muscle. Take the right hand on left wrist and pull sideways towards your left and breathe. I will not rot. I will make the commitment. It's like my job now. If I don't show up at my job, I get fired. Do you want to be fired from life? No, no, no. Just show up. Walking and breathing and climbing hills. 5,000 to 10,000 steps. Swim, bike a day. Walk to the other side. Pull diagonally to the right. Breathe. And then as effortlessly as possible, roll onto your back. You might choose to put your block or a pillow behind your head, or maybe not. You might choose to extend your legs along the floor, or maybe bend your knees and bring your feet flat to the floor. What do you want to do for the next 3 or 4 minutes to integrate all of your practice? You're almost asleep, but totally awake, allowing yourself to feel thriving in life. Your mind is quiet. Your body is soft and malleable. Give yourself a huge pat on the back for showing up 2 to 3 times a week in your physical practice. Bring yourself slowly back
to your mat. Move your body to awaken the physicality of you, to alert your mind that we're coming to an end of our beautiful yoga with weight practice. Maybe stretch your arms above your head and take 2 or 3 breaths in this beautiful expression of stretching and arching. And when you're ready, bring both knees to chest and rock side to side, possibly drawing a circle around in one direction and in the other direction. Pull your tail on and off the floor and roll towards the right side. Turn your nose to Mother Earth and have the scent of balance today, strength today, endurance, to make you a highly functioning human being. Push your palms into the ground and make your way up to sitting. Feel your chin coming back, the top of your crown pulling upward. Your heart lifting, your rib cage tight, your Mula Bandha 2 out of 10. And I can feel your spine growing longer. I can feel your bones and discs so healthy. Bring your hands to prayer in great honor of all of you sharing our strengthening together and our balancing together. To all of you, I adore you. Namaste. Until we meet again.